Hey guys, so welcome back to chasing the achievement fairy. Um, so we went ahead and I revamped this a little bit and changed it around. We'll get into it in a second. Let's go ahead and pick our next text to research first. So what do we got? What do we want? Good. What do we want? What do we want? What do we want? Well, stack inserter bonus. Let's take that. Let's take military 3. That'll start to get us towards tanks. Let's take tanks. And let's take personal laser defense, discharge defense, shields, what else do we want? Ooh, yeah, we'll take those. There we go. So that'll get us going. So now let's talk about this. So initially I started out with this running down the center and then having it go to the outside. But when I got to thinking about it, and this works a little better, to just have it go to both sides and then one feed down the center. Now, every once in a blue moon, it's going to kick out a 235. And so we've got, a couple filter inserters to pick those up. Because we're going to pass all the 238 down, and we're just going to bypass the 235. So then these are our Covarex operations, and this is how I've got this set up. It's going to come across, and if we have less than 300 in this chest of the 238, it's going to put more in it. So it's going to keep this at around 300. We could probably go more than that, but I wanted to pass some of it through to start so that we can start getting stuff down there. That's going to in turn pass it to this chest. Now this chest is going to fill up, and that'll be what feeds our Covarex conversion operation. So it's going to go through. It's going to make, and we want to take that out. Let's go ahead and take these out. We'll need them. Actually, that's plenty. Nah, we'll take them all. All of the ones that are already, because what's going to happen is 40 will go into this, it'll cook, and 41 will come out, right? So they will come out, and both the 238 and the 235 is going to come out. The 238 is going to come back around and get put in the queue to go back in. The 235 is going to come out. It's going to put back in enough to start this operation again, which is 40, and then it'll have either 40 or 80, I don't remember which, on standby for the next processes. Anything over and above that's going to end up in this chest. Well, we want that stuff. We want to be able to use it. So I have set this one to, once this container gets 41 in it, anything over 41 will get kicked out. That will give us enough to always maintain this cycle, and it's just going to go and go and go and continue to convert 238 to 235. And the excess is going to come out, go down on this belt, going to come out over here, going to be gathered here. That's going to go into our fuel. Now, in addition to 235, we need 238 to make fuel happen. We need both of them. So that's why we want this to pass through eventually. That's why we don't want, a bazillion in each of these. We want it to eventually pass through. And it takes forever to get your first 40 out of just regular processing. But once you've got that, every single time this goes through a cycle, you get one more. You get one more. You get one more. You put it in the next one until that one's got 40. And you keep doing that. We're to the point now, this one needs one more. There we go. So now all 8 of these are doing Covarex processing. So eventually what's going to happen is we're going to start to see this fill up, right? And this is going to start to fill up with 235. And we're going to start to see that build up. There's the beginnings of our fuel. We need that, and we need 238. But we don't have enough 238 coming through the system yet to fill these up. Eventually it will. What I may do, because we don't really need the big chests down here, let's do this. Let's put the smaller chests down here. We don't need huge honking chests down here. We just need enough for storage space and to keep it going. Right? No sense, number one, using up all of our steel chests. Number two, we want to start getting some of that sent over to fuel. So we need to start having that pass it along. And I think maybe what we'll do is we'll even change this for now to 100. Anything over 100 will get kicked out. I know where that is. That's down this corner. This corner's getting slammed. We're going to take care of it soon. We're going to go put some lasers down there. So there it is. That's started. So now let's talk about what we're going to do with it. We need to turn it into fuel. And to make fuel, we need 1 235, 19 238s, and iron plates. And that all gets done in a factory. We got our factory. So let's put it, because we're going to turn these upwards. Because that's where our line is to go to our plant. Okay, so there we go. That's going to make fuel. Now we just need to bring up iron plates. This is not going to take a crap ton of iron plates. It takes 10 iron plates per. It's not going to kill us on iron plates if we rob it from someplace else. And I was thinking what we'll do is we'll come down here and we will rob it from the belts after the gears and such. We'll pull it out of our belts. And bring it up from here. It's not gonna hurt us greatly to do that, I don't think. Alright, fine. One more. Right? There we go. So now we have our plates coming in. So now we want our fuel coming out. Oops. And I don't remember what side it's going to sit that on. We'll have to see. Because what I'm going to do is I want to put a splitter in here. And I can't remember when it's facing the belt directly which side it puts it on. I think it's the right hand side, but I don't remember. So we'll see in a second. Yep, right hand side. Okay, so we're going to put a splitter in here. And we're going to do that so that it's going to be on both sides. And for every one of these that we process, we get 10 fuel cells. So it's going to add up pretty darn quickly. And we're just going to bring this up here. We're not going to connect it yet, number one, because we don't have enough belts apparently. Number two, because we don't have enough fuel yet for it to do what we want it to do. So let us get some more belts if we can. And we'll grab whatever it's making here. Alright, that might be enough belts to connect us. But what we want to do is we want to let this fuel build up a little bit first. The reason being that the way the reactors work is no matter whether they have any load on them or no load on them, they run regardless. Alright, so that should go over there. So we're going to let this line build up before we get that done, or before we do that. We're just going to let it go with what we've got here. That'll start producing fuel. The next thing we got to worry about is reprocessing our fuel to get the 238 back out, put it back in our system. Now, I know we are a ways away from our plant, right? So we're having to ship it all the way over here and all the way back. But once it's on the belt, it's a belt. I mean, it's, you know, it's not gonna kill us. But the question is, which one do we do? Do we do the fuel over there and that back, or that back, the fuel back, and then do it? And I'm thinking, because one fuel gives us 3 238s. That means 3 that we got to put on the belt. Well, that's per 5 fuel cells. I'm trying to think of which is more economic to put on the belt. I guess it really doesn't matter, because we're going to be reprocessing them back out so fast that it's just not going to matter. We got to have a centrifuge for it, though. So let us go down and get what we need for a centrifuge. So for a centrifuge, we need 100 circuits, 100 gears, and 100 plates. Let's grab our gears. There's 100. Let's grab our reds. And let's grab our plates. And plates, I think we only need 50, don't we? Yeah. Alright, there we go. And now we need our concrete. You know, we really should put... Then it can bring it to us. Alright. So there we go. Now we're making a centrifuge. Let's grab... Let us grab some more belts. We're going to want belts. So we're going to go over here and get some belts while we're here. The other thing I did is we started getting way down on two things on our on our coal, and we started getting way down on our copper and our iron. So I swapped those belts out to red belts. That way it supplies it faster. The biggest problem was this. We were not getting enough coal up here. So one of the things I did, you can prioritize your splitters. So all of the splitters that feed the power plants are prioritized to feed the belt that goes towards the power plant first. Very soon here, it won't matter anymore, but at the time, it was a problem. Because we didn't have our power plant running yet, so we really could not deal with a loss of coal to our power plant. Alright, so now we are going to, and I guess it really doesn't matter where, pop that puppy down. You know what? Let's move it over one more. Since it doesn't matter, let's rearrange the furniture already. Alright. Comes out of, goes into. Right? So we're going to bring our spent fuel back down here. We're going to tell it to reprocess it into from spent fuel. We need power to our inserters. And then we're going to bring it down here. I'm going to get that guy out of the way. And we're just going to drop it on that line. And it doesn't matter which side we drop it on, because it's just going to feed down there. Somebody's going to pick it up, whether it's the fuel or whatever. And there it is. That's going to be our spent fuel. So let it run that up to our power plant. Oops. And have it come over. From our plant. Let's go ahead and get that started coming, because we can cut it off over at the plant now that we're headed in that direction. And hopefully we have enough belts to get us all the way over there. Of course, we have trees in the way. We're still going to beat the fuel over. Okay, so I've got this set up that it's going to split and come down here and come into another splitter, and these are going to feed into these reactors, and these are going to feed into these reactors. I'm just going to go around the other side and feed them. So now we're going to come back out. I wasn't sure when I was going to get to this, so that's why I put chest there. Kind of want to do this. Not that it matters, but that's that side. So now we want to come out of the other side. Now the problem is we can't go through the plant to bring it over. So we're going to have to go up and around and back down. And we're no hurry on getting this back because it's spent fuel. It's not like it's something that is timely in nature to get, you know, it's not an emergency to get it back. So, you know, we're not in a huge time crunch to do it. There it is. That'll come down there. That'll hook up there. All right, I think at this point, let's go get some, let's walk through the forest that we hate walking through forests. Yeah. We got something for you coming, guys. I'm telling you, we get this done real quick, and we're going to come down there and we're going to ruin your goddamn day. All right, there we go, belts. Pick this one up. Pick this one up. Pays to be neat. I say as I put spaghetti all over the place. Alright, there we go. So that's going to bring us that back. So let's go ahead and commission our plant. So it's going to take a little bit longer for it to get around the other side. Not much we could do about it. If we had flipped this 90 degrees, it would have taken the same amount to get to both sides. It probably would have been the better way to go. At the time, I was just thinking about bringing in and the ease of bringing it in, not the ease of bringing it out and in. I should have flipped this. Oh well. Not going to flip it now. These will start to warm up because these ones will warm up. So it'll start to warm everything up anyway because they're all interconnected. By the time it gets around to the other side and starts feeling that, we've already got some heat in the system. Go. And you'll see these don't move very quickly, but they move steady. There's always going to be using them. We got to wait for this to get up to 500 for it to start generating power. So once this gets up and running, and we've got a good supply of fuel, and we got this up and running, we're going to go down and we're going to play some switching games with our power plant. We're going to put some cutoff switches in and have it regulate, because this will carry everything we've got. There's no sense using the power plant to carry part of the load when we've got this. And the way the game works is it automatically balances all of that out. If it's online and it can run, it'll run it. There's no sense using up that fuel. There's no sense using up the coal if we don't need to be using it. And we don't. Got some more research to do. So let's go ahead and snag. What the heck? Let's just go ahead and go right down the line and snag all of them in a row. There we go. And that's the nice thing about a power plant, or about a nuke plant. Regardless of how much load you have on it, it's going to use the same amount of fuel. So you can load this puppy all the way to the max, and it's going to burn the same amount of fuel as if it was just sitting here with no load on it at all. So we might as well get as much load on it as we possibly can. So we're going to turn off the coal-fired plants, except when they're needed in emergencies. And we're going to do that using logic circuits. But once we have this puppy running, our next order of business is going to be stripping out all of our turrets and putting in lasers. So we're going to disconnect our ammo feed to the border, which will free up ammo for research. Oh, there you go. There's our first used fuel cells. Headed back down to be processed. And we're at 370. $380. And what's cool is they glow. It's really kind of neat to see at night. I really like the graphics they've done in this game. For being a really basic and pretty simple game as far as entities go, they've really put a lot of work into what's there. And it is really kind of pretty. Especially now with the new high detailed stuff that they've done. There we go, 500. Now they should start spooling up and taking up the load from the base. We want to make sure we see all of them spinning, because if they're not all spinning, then we've hooked something up. Ouch, 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 ouch. Then we've hooked something up wrong. So all of them are spinning. Can't get between them. And all of these guys are spinning. All right. We're good to go. Now the only other thing we got to make sure of is that we start getting 238 passing through the system to make fuel. To keep everything running. And I think what we're going to do to ensure that that happens is that for now, because we're not getting backed up on it, we're going to limit these chests. The reason I went with the bigger chests is because eventually this will become an issue of not having enough room for it. But for right now, we have enough room that we don't have to worry about it. So we're going to go ahead and take that, put it in there so that we have enough. And that should keep us going. And then eventually these suckers will fill up to where there's going to be enough in here and enough in here that it's just going to start passing it. Right? So there we go. So we just have to keep an eye on it, make sure it's continuing to run until that time comes. So let us go down here and grab the lasers that we've got made. And go over here and turn off our ammo supply, because we no longer need it. Alright, there we go. It's turned off. We can deal with adding that to our production in a little bit. In the meantime, our science production. In the meantime, let's go down here. Let's make sure we have some walls with us, because we'll probably have to replace a few of them. And let's go take care of the spider issue we have down here in this corner. Alright, there we go. Now, guess we should pick up the red-handed inserters first. So this was why I put the power poles where I did, because I knew that I was going to be coming back in here and replacing them with lasers. So now, let's go ahead and start yanking up some of these guys. And we don't get too far ahead of ourselves. We'll have gaps in the walls, and we get too much of it, we won't be able to hold all the ammo that's in them. And then we won't be able to pick any of them up. We're just going to keep going right up this wall, because eventually we're going to replace all of them anyway. Doing all right. Keep an eye on my mini-map to make sure there's nothing coming at this section of wall while I've got no turrets on it. Still got plenty. All right. Almost to the corner. And what we will do on this belt with all of this ammo that's on it is, rather than hand plucking it all off of there, I'm going to set up some inserters. Yep, there we go. We're full up on that. So let us do this. I'm going to set up some inserters and just have the inserters strip it off of the belts and put it into a chest. And we'll use it. I mean, we'll either put it into research or we'll put it into our tank. You know, for when we go oot and a boot. There it is. All right. Can we pick this back up now? No, I didn't think so. How much is left in it? Not much at all. Alright, we'll leave it sit there. So there's one whole side done. We're going to continue to do that all the way around. How we looking on fuel? Oh yeah, we got plenty of fuel over here for now. We just have to keep an eye on it. We don't need that. Don't need those. Don't need lights for right now. There we go. So, let us take and go over here, take a chest. Actually, I'm going to take a couple of chests. And a couple of fast inserters. How many more? Let's do one more. There we go. That should strip everything off and put it in those chests. We'll be good to go. Alright guys, so there's that. Now let's talk about, let's see if we can't grab some power armor. So we need some blue circuits. Might as well get this going, right? Wow, we're really going through the copper. So we're going to have to start some more mining operations soon. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to have to start some mining operations soon. And the reason I want to snag the armor is so that we can start having our own robots. Make it a lot easier for picking up stuff like all those turrets and stuff like that. So what else do we need? We need steel plates. Well, we might as well be picking up the steel plates while we're at it. How many steel plates we need? Okay, we got the steel plates. Blue circuits. How many blues? 40. This actually isn't very expensive for this sucker. 20 electric engines. Three, 7, 10. Any of them hiding in here? No. 11, 12. Are you not getting... Yep, you're not getting, because that's in the wrong direction. Well, now we know. Good thing we did that, huh? Otherwise, we'd have never known. Oh, why did we grab pipes? There we go. All right. So, 200 blue circuits. All right, and 50 low density structures. Are we making? Yes, we are making low density structures. Right? And I think one of those ought to be enough for now. Batteries. We need steel plates and batteries. How many batteries do we need? 5 per. Well, I guess we can actually grab these from here. And these take 10 of the normal ones to get one of the other ones. Alright. Well, we don't have enough iron plates. 13. Alright, so there's 20. And then 15. So we need 30. That should be enough. And then low density structures. Right, that'll give us enough for 2 of those. And then we want RoboPort. So, batteries, plates, gears, gears. Gears, 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 gears. I know we're making gears somewhere. And then red circuits. Two ought to be enough for now. So let's open this puppy up. There's that. We're still waiting on the, because we want to swap that over to that. We got 7 of them to go. All right, research. Well, hell, we could have probably waited on to get the Mark II, I suppose. Oh well. We'll get it anyway. That's a long ways away. We'll wait on that. There we go. Let's do a night vision goggle. We haven't done them in a while. I don't know what they, how they look these days. I don't know if they've made any improvements on the visuals on those or anything else. So we'll make one of those. So then we're going to want some robots of our very own. So I'm headed back over to where my chests are. We're going to dump all of this stuff except the lasers. Now that we're going to have robots, it shouldn't take us much to take down these turrets along the wall and get them all done. Or at least start it. I don't know if we'll get them completely done, but we'll get them started. Oh, low density structures and blues. So blues, low density structures. Build that first. Then we can dump those. Alright. Roboport. Batteries. Goggles. Then that can start charging up. Right? Because we got our we got our reactor in there. Go on down here, and we will grab our turrets. Yeah, you ain't getting to the wall now, are you? So much faster with bots. Realize I already had one in my inventory. Ah, there's the night vision. Used to be greener. I thought. I think. Could be wrong, but I think it used to be greener. Oops, what am I doing? Grabbed the wrong turrets. $132 left. Alright, we'll see how far we can get. Haha. That's going to take some getting used to. That power down and power up thing, That just scared the crap out of me. I thought we'd lost the plant or something. So while we're waiting on this, I just wanted to give a shout out to all the new subscribers we have lately. We have taken a huge dump in the last couple of weeks with the amount of people subscribed. I don't know who all the names are or anything like that, because you can only see certain ones if it's, you know, not public or whatever. So, you know, I'm not going to go through and name names, because I'll miss people and this and that and the other that, you know, I can't see. But I just want to say thanks. I appreciate you guys jumping on the... Oh, I guess I miscounted. Well, that sucks. And that's not a good place to have miscounted at. Alright. We will put down some, and we will... but yeah, no, I just wanted to say thank you and appreciate you guys being here. I hope you guys get something out of it. Like I have said, and like a lot of people I'm sure have heard, but those of you who are new may not have. You know, I'm not doing this to be some big YouTube star or anything like that. I just do this because I'm playing the game. I like playing the game. While I'm playing the game, I might as well record it. And if I'm going to record it, I might as well throw it up on YouTube. Maybe somebody will get some kind of entertainment out of it. Maybe they'll at least, you know, give them somebody to laugh at. And that's not a bad thing, right? Laughter is the best medicine, or isn't that the old saying, I guess, or whatever? Oh, we need to put a outlet down there, or a pole down there. I didn't realize that. You know, but yeah, you know, appreciate having you along. We're up to, I think, 30 subscribers now, which, you know, even a month ago, I think it was not even half that, I would say, a month ago. So yeah, appreciate you guys coming along for the journey. You know, hope you get something out of it, at least a little bit of entertainment or something. I don't think I got any lasers in storage. And if there's something you have a question about, or you'd like to see, or whatever, man, just say the word. I'll be happy to do what I can. A couple of videos back, if anybody's interested, I threw up a list of what games I have on Steam, about 60 some odd of them or whatever. If you guys want to see some gameplay on any of those, you know, give me a shout. the two that I mainly have on here, well, the only two I have on here at this point are my 7 Days to Die stuff and my Factorio stuff. Those are my two games. I mean, that's not the only ones I play, but they are certainly my go-tos. 7 Days to Die, I've got, I don't know, 4,000 or 5,000 hours into it, and Factorio, I've got like 3,000 or 4,000 into it. So, you know, if you guys are the least bit interested in some of this other stuff or whatever, just yell at me, or type really loud or something, and I'll see if I can't, you know, get it up on the page or something, and we'll go from there. All right, where was that Roboport? You know, because definitely appreciate you guys being here and whatnot. And, you know, I like playing all these other games and stuff anyway, so if I'm going to be playing them, you know, why not share in the madness? And if there's something on that list that I don't have that you think might be something that I'm, based on what I do have, I might be interested in, you know, by all means throw that out there too. I don't mind, you know, finding new stuff. I know one of the first thoughts that's going to come to folks' mind, probably, given the fact that this is a Factorio video, is Satisfactory. I am aware of it. I've seen it. I played it on the freebie weekend when it very, very, very first came out. I've gone back and watched a bunch of videos, and it looks like they've made a metric crap ton of changes to it. So it's definitely something I am interested in. At some point, I may actually buy a copy of it and play it. You know, and if I do, I will be sure to record it. I don't know when that's going to happen, but it is on my list of things to do. At some point, I need to pull Elite Dangerous off of my old computer and put it onto this one, so that I can play that game again. It's on my old computer. I just haven't gotten it swapped over since I got this new computer, but at some point it will get moved over. I have to look into, with that, whether the voice mods will cause copyright conflicts or not. I hope not, because I like the voice mods. I like playing it with the voice mods. It's kind of fun and a little more immersive. So hopefully they don't cause a problem. If they do, I don't know that I'll be recording it. It's still a possibility, but it'll be less of one at that point. Not to say that I won't. It's just I like playing it with the voice mods. I like having the voice commands ability. It has its issues. I have not the best enunciation sometimes. I don't know, I guess you call it a speech impediment, whatever. My tongue gets in front of my eye teeth and I can't see what I'm saying. But, so it, you know, it doesn't understand me sometimes, which can be its own entertainment, to watch me get frustrated at a computer, for, you know, not doing the things I want it to do. I do think there is some repetitiveness to the voice stuff that can get old and repetitious maybe, but come on. Overall, I like it, and I think it's fun. I'd like to have more games that do that. I don't play it as VR. I don't have an Oculus or anything to be able to do that. We have them at school, but I have not checked one out from the school. I try to not just, even though as staff I can do those things, I can check stuff out for my own use and what have you. I try not to do that too much because we do have students and we do have limited equipment. I don't want to deprive the students of the opportunity to use the stuff. This semester, on the other hand, we are teaching primarily online or hybrid classes because of the human malware that's going around. So I think we're less likely to have students checking stuff out. So I may at some point snatch it up and check it out for myself and what have you. Anyway, we are out of lasers at this point. We've got most of the way around. We only got like this little strip left to do. They do fire a little further out than the turrets do, and you don't have to reload them, which is nice. So there we go. I think our power plant's running just fine. We seem to have plenty of fuel. Pretty glowies. We are still producing fuel. Oh, I think. Oh, I need to move this one to this one. Okay. There's something. We got to swap these two inserters so that this one is grabbing properly or whatever. All right, guys. So there it is. And we'll keep plugging away. I'll talk to you later. Bye.